affordable capital and intensifying the fight against corruption through accelerating automation of government processes, frequent audits of government intervention, and rationalization of government institutions and departments. The fight against corruption is not as difficult as people think. You will see in the coming days how we are going to cause a lot of casualties among the corrupt. I hear that the Minister of Finance created a group to audit the employees, find out whether there are ghost employees. And within a short time, they have found a big number. Auditor General, I think the finance told Auditor General. Now, Auditor General, instead of giving the report to finance, went to Parliament. Now, this is not a political matter. So I'm going to write to CID to go for these people. Because this is not political, committee of Parliament. Committee of Parliament is not CID. This is trying to divert now. Now you see these people were, they are not clever. The money is coming from a known source. I have sent you money to pay 20 people. Each one is being paid so much. You go and you pay 25, you create artificial people. It's very easy to find out these artificial people. It's a matter of time. Therefore, fighting this corruption is not as difficult as people think. You report these corrupt people. You will see what will happen. They will give up. By the time we try to run out of space in Lusira, people will have lost appetite for corruption. You keep thinking this channel. The East African community, as a single trade bloc, remained the major destination of Uganda's exports in the 12 months to October 2023, accounting for 43.5% of total exports, followed by the Middle East, 18.1%, and Asia, 17.6%. Within the EAC region, the top 3 destinations for Uganda's exports in the same period were Kenya, 31.5%, month October 2023, Uganda traded at a surplus worth $716 million with all the EAC partner states. So within the East African region, we have got a surplus of $716 million. However, the trade balance with Kenya and Tanzania was a deficit, meaning Uganda imported more in terms of money from those countries than exports to them. The 12 months, October 2023, Uganda exported goods worth $890 million to Kenya. This is a big growth because in 1986-87, when we were having some issues with the Moi, Uganda was buying from Kenya goods worth $200 million that time. And Uganda was selling to Kenya goods worth $30 billion. Then to DRC, we exported value 696 million and 659 million South Sudan. Then 298 million to Rwanda. Then to Tanzania, 213 million and 72 million to Burundi. In total, our exports to the EAC were worth US dollars 2.8 billion out of the total export of 6.5 billion to all our trading partners. However, this is a very tiny fraction of our exports compared to the global exports. These exports, when you put them global, our percentage share is 0. I don't know whether you can write this for the 0.003. It is not even 0.01. No. What are you? So to accelerate our prosperity, we must significantly increase the volume and value of our exports to the global market. Through increased trade, our goal of transitioning from poverty to prosperity will be achieved much faster. In the same period, Uganda recorded a trade surplus with the European Union and COMESA of US dollars 113 million and US dollars 900. So we exported more to them than they exported to us. And we had a surplus of 113 million with them. With COMESA, we're exporting to them more than we're buying from them. COMESA is the other bigger problem. And the surplus is 967 million, respectively. Our exports, COMESA were worth 2,000, were worth like 2.3 billion. It was simple. And to the Middle East, it was 1.2 billion. And Asia, 1.14 billion. And the European Union, 860 million. Trade deficits were recorded with Asia and the Middle East of 2.8 billion and 400 million respectively during the same period. So to the Middle East and Asia, they are still exporting more to us than we're exporting to them. But this will change because I know why. Government will soon finalize the strategy to expand Uganda's GDP 10 times. That's what I have told the people and the cabinet. The GDP expanded 10 times from the current 50 billion financial year 2023-2024 to US dollars within a decade, starting with the value addition and access to export markets. Countries that have exponentially grown their GDP to around US dollars 5 billion from a place like Uganda have demonstrated that the primary drivers of the accelerated growth were: one, access to global markets with higher rates of growth of manufactured exports, and their share of world exports of manufactured goods dipping from 9% In 1965, 21% in 1990. So this was one of the countries which were like us some 40 or 50 years ago, who are now where we want to go, $500 billion. What was being able to expect the rich, it is you grow more. When they buy. Abavu bagula katono. The Ugandans are not buying enough of my milk because they see that don't have money in their pocket. Because according to science, somebody should drink 210 liters of milk per year to keep your teeth in your mouth, make sure that the bones don't break. They need 200 per person per year. Katwasi everyday call, they are now improved the bit. They are at 60. We are drinking, if you guys are drinking 210 liters, this business of saying that we have not too much milk, we need to export, will not arise. We would actually be having a shortage. So the producing products for export to Uganda, these people, Galon is one stimulus for growth. Increasing productivity across the strategic sectors. Specialization through skilled human capital that supported research and development, which helped achieve competitive advantage. Take science, of course, the science. Because what we are doing, what has been doing now, wine, coffee, and suju, pumpkins, they don't need much science. Even my people in the Tulam are growing them. And I abantu bano bazira science. The Tulam don't have much, but they grow the banana, they grow what? So, okay, those help us. But we also need higher value products of science. So it will earn us more. Even from those raw materials. Like from milk now, there is a protein called casein, which we are selling to all over the place. So science adds more value. Brilliant economic policies that harness the comparative advantages, peace and security that supported political stability, among others. These countries, which were like us about 50, 60 years ago, are South Korea, 46 years of growth at an average growth rate of 13%, grew from 38 billion in 1977 to US dollars 1,665 billion in 2023. In 1977 was smaller than our economy now. Our economy is more or less like one and a half times compared to what South Korea was in 1977. But now you hear they are at 1.7 trillion, $1.7 trillion. They have jumped. Thailand, 38 years of growth at an average rate of 7.6% from $38 billion 1985 to 500 billion in 2023. Malaysia, 34 years of growth at an annual rate of 8% from US dollar 35 billion in 38 billion in 1989. Singapore, 43 years of growth at an average growth rate of 8.7% from US dollar 36 billion in 1990 to 466 billion in 2023. And Chile, 43 years of growth at an average rate of 4.5% from $33 billion in 1990 to US dollar 316 billion in 2023. So it's really possible what I have told the government to do. And many of these countries don't have the resources, do not have the resources we have. If you look at South Korea, you look at Singapore, they don't have natural resources that we have. To expand regional trade and support regional development, Uganda is undertaking joint projects with DRC and implementing interventions to reduce transport costs and improve the border infrastructure, facilitate trade and financial services across the region. They are undertaking joint projects in the road sector and the electricity Eastern Congo. Securing this market is good for Uganda in terms of exports and jobs. Ugandans, in terms of the Uganda government and President Secretary of DRC will continue to work together to improve the security situation in Eastern Congo. Uganda has gained competitiveness in recent years in the number of tradable goods, including animal products, agricultural products, especially coffee, tea, fish, sugar, fresh and processed food, and industrial products such as cement, iron and steel products, light manufactured goods, etc. However, we continue to face non-tariff barriers to our exports, which are being resolved through our discussion with the leaders of the ESC and COMESA. If we did not have non-tariff barriers, by some of our brothers and sisters, Uganda will be exporting much more. This will be solved. I'm talking to all of them. Solved that. I'm talking to all of them. It will be solved. Tourism inflows remain resilient, recording an increase of 9% from US dollars 978 million in financial year 2021-2022. This was the year of Corona. Our earnings in tourism went down to $978 million from more than $1 billion. Tourism inflows remain resilient, recording an increase of 9% from US dollars 978 million in financial year 2021-2022 to US dollars 1.1 billion in financial year 2023. This growth is partly attributed to increased confidence of travelers as the world recovers from the COVID-19 global shock the good natural attractions that Uganda has, and peace and security. Although this is a remarkable performance, the government is putting in place intervention to increase tourism receipts to $5 billion per annum by 2028. You can see the big garden of tourism where you can earn money. The global tourism and travel industry is valued at $9.5 trillion. Can you imagine? Abalambuza abo basasanya obutabalika mwenda n'ekitundu. They spend 9.7 trillion. You basically have got the internet. If you check, you find that, for instance, the automobiles, the motorman, I think their global values are like 1 trillion something. Motor. But tourism here, somebody is walking on the road, is looking at the phone. With when you're going to go looking up, you're going to go looking down. Right? But since you go with those phones, you check what is the global business of automobiles, vehicles, for instance. How about pharmaceuticals? You can check item by item. But you hear now tourism, 9.7, 9.5 trillion. And Uganda has got a lot of tourism potential. In 2019, foreign visitors to Uganda spent over Uganda shilling 4.6 trillion on tourism services, while domestic tourists spent about $3 trillion, according to the Uganda Bureau of Statistics. In total, this is equivalent to about $2 billion, which is equivalent to 0.02% of the global industry value. The number of tourists globally was about 965 million in 2021, compared to only 1.5 million foreign investors in Uganda in 2019. Kubundi, Bukade, Wawarambi, Goyanda, Kagu Mutan, Fefilenda Kako, Akakade Kamu, that's what we need to capture more tourists. If we increase our share of tourism receipts in this global trade by 5 times to 0.1%, and increase in the annual number of foreign tourists by 5 times, under the current average spent per tourism of 3 million shillings, in the average rate from 8.39. Uganda can potentially earn $6.2 billion per year from tourism alone. If we get more numbers and they stay longer, you can earn $6 billion per year from tourism. The rise of the European and American politicians about security and stereotype about Uganda must therefore be aggressively countered by providing the correct information through our friends in those countries and online internet to show the correct image of the country. You remember when our sinners, remember they are suspected sinners. I want to remember, but Bono when they were going somewhere. Me, I was not yet following what they were doing, but what excited me was the ADF trying to go and excited me was the ADF trying to go and blow them up. Why do you want to blow up the sinners? Why do you want to blow up the sinners? God will take care of them. So I had to go. God will take care of them. So I had to go full swing to defend the sinners from none. Members in our now, India, Secretary, money, but my job was whether sinner or what a person, they should not die from bombs of ADF. So then these people, they started giving what they call advisories to their people. Don't go to Uganda. Oh, you, man, why don't you just talk about your country? When you're going to say Kemuza at a meeting, if a man is fighting with his wife in the neighboring house, then you go there. Oh, you hear, people are they can hit you with the thing. Why do you mind with the neighbor's house? Some of these Europeans are simply afraid of the potential that we have in our strategic areas. Therefore, want to undermine our unstoppable socio-economic transformation and that of Africa as a whole. Other measures boost tourism.